You are required in this question to round a 3-digit number to the nearest 10 and to the nearest 100. Now, when you are rounding numbers, certain things happen all the time. You just need to know what things happen when. And that's what I'm going to explain to you right now. The first thing is, when, for instance, you need to round to the nearest 10, is that you need to look at the number in the tens column. So if we look at 8, 9, 5. We know that on the right-hand side, we've got the units column, then we've got the tens column, and then we have the hundreds column. Which means, since we need to round to the nearest 10, we will take a look at the digit in the tens column, which is that 9. But we are actually interested in the digit on its right. That is actually where we need to check it out, because if that digit on its right is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, something happens. If it's 1, 2, 3, or 4, something else happens. In this case, that digit is 5, which means this number, the one that we are rounding towards, must go up by 1 digit. But now we've got a problem, because 9 going up by 1 will change into 10. And we don't have space for 2 digits under the tens column. So we write the 0 from the 10, but we carry the 1 over to the 8, which then becomes 1 plus 8 is 9. And then something that always happens is the digits on the right-hand side, all the digits on the right-hand side, change to 0. So the only thing that you need to be aware of is if that digit on the right-hand side is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, this digit that you are running towards will go up by 1. If that digit on the right-hand side is smaller than 5, this digit stays exactly the way it is. Still, everything goes 0 on the right-hand side. Pretty much everything on the left-hand side will stay as is. But that digit that you are running towards, something happens with it. And what happens is dependent on whether the digit on its right is 5 and bigger or smaller than 5. So remember that. In this specific case, the numbers on the left didn't stay exactly the same. And the reason for that was that 9, because we had to carry the 1. Other than that, all the digits on the left-hand side will stay exactly the same. And then we are required to take that exact same number, the 895, and now round it to the nearest 100, which means we will round to that column, the hundreds column, but we are interested in the digit immediately on its right. That digit, again, is bigger than 5, which means the 8 will just go up by 1, so the 8 will then become a 9, and all the digits on the right-hand side will change into 0. There are no digits on the left-hand side that we can say they stay the same, because it is only a 3-digit number, but everything on the right-hand side changed to 0. So 895 rounded to the nearest 100 is then 900. And then you'll notice I put those little equal signs that are like curly equal signs in. And that is because we rounded the number. So I'm going to have to do the same over there. And then you'll notice that the number 895 rounded to the nearest 10 and the nearest 100 gave us the same answer in both cases. That's just coincidental. It doesn't happen all the time, but in this case, it did.